Test. right, welcome back to another edition of Blades Hockey. We are in Wahpeton, North Dakota for a match between the Blades and the Mayport Ice Dogs coming to town tonight. Coach Neppel. Blades coming off a tough loss up in Park Rapids last Thursday, yeah. I'll be your host tonight, John McDonald, with my sidekick, Justin Neppel, as always. Blades coming back to town and looking for a little bit better fortunes than they had up in Park Rapids.
Yeah, it was a great game, unfortunate game. You know, that's one of those games where I think you do just about everything right, and the puck just never found the back of the net. Talking to Coach Wertzma before the game in a coach's meeting, you know, he loved the way those guys cycled down low, and you know that from the second period especially was so dominant. I don't know if the puck left the Park Rapids end, and they probably hung 20 really quality shots on that team and just couldn't find a way to overcome it.
I would agree. It was an impressive performance. It's really hard to be upset or to feel bad when you play that well and lose.
Yeah.
And certainly that's been the case for the Blades. And, you know, I don't like their chances if this one goes to overtime tonight. I don't know what their overtime record is, but it's got to be like 1-4, 1-5?
1-5-1.
1-5-1. So, yeah, their fortunes have not been with them. I mean, it's tough to take a loss when you all play a team nearly the entire game, but it comes down to one shot and sudden death, and that's essentially what happened. So it's, you know, like I said, they played well. And they're looking to regroup and get back in the win column here on home ice tonight against a pesky Mayport team. They had their number earlier. Again, one of those losses that we saw. Mayport taking the Blades to overtime. And I didn't think the Blades played their best game for sure when they were in Mayport. They were having some struggles getting out of their end. They've cleaned up a lot of those parts of their games since then and have looked better, especially, you know, last few games. They've actually looked quite good. And another thing we should mention here, and again, thanks for all our fans tuning in tonight on the Tiny Tykes pregame show. We appreciate your support, appreciate you tuning in, is the play of David Beam.
Yeah.
Cale Gilbertson starting goal. He goes down sick. Beamer gets the call, comes in and plays a beautiful road game. I mean, I don't think you can ask for any more from Dave. He hasn't been called on often, but when they called his number last Thursday night, he stood tall and made some huge saves for the Blades.
Yeah, he did. I think he did. He made every single save that the coach asked him to do, and he held the group in. I think he faced 16 shots total. Obviously, the one was a little bit of a breakdown. Can't really put that one on him. In fact, the first goal of the game, too, was kind of just a defensive breakdown where it was an errant pass and, you know, breakaway goal. So, I mean, you know, Dave basically kept 16 shots out. That was his responsibility out of that net.
Yeah, and it's, you know, I certainly felt bad. I know the players did too. They really wanted to get number 31 the win.
Yeah, they did. That's the one thing that I heard after the game is they really wanted to get him a win there that night. And they did everything they could.
So looking at some problems from Park Rapids is the inability to score. And Easton Neppel, the guy with the hot hand all year, all of a sudden has gone ice cold in the last few games, having some trouble finding the back of the net.
Yeah, I think you're seeing what two goals a game for the last 3-4 games, where when they're winning hockey games, you're seeing 4 or 5 goals a game, you know, collectively. And the good news is they're playing better defensively, and they're not allowing up as many goals. The bad news is we're not scoring now to make up the difference.
Sure, you can't have your cake and eat it too, right?
Yeah.
You know, unfortunately, like you mentioned there, 100%, you know, the Blades playing so much better in their own end, moving the puck up the ice with pace. But yeah, then the scoring dries up. Yeah. So maybe tonight we'll see them put it all together, and we can get some excellent defensive play, some quick puck movement, and a whole pile of goals in the Mayport net. Well, a couple more things to add to the Tiny Tykes pregame show here as we're chatting. Speaking of David Beam, he'll be the subject of our interview, and Coach Neppel's going to take off and head down there for that. And he's going to give us an interview with Dave Beam, senior goaltender for the Blades. So as we mentioned earlier, these two teams met back in early December with sorry, hang on one sec. Okay, Coach Neppel's just letting Dave know that he's going to interview him here, so Dave's going to skate back across the ice. So yes, these two teams met early December with Mayport getting the best of the Blades. I believe it was a 4-3 overtime win. And again, the Blades maybe not playing as crisp a hockey back then as they are now. So the Blades currently sitting at 6-11-1. Again, coming off a couple back-to-back losses here last week. Kind of was a tough week where they were hoping to maybe springboard themselves up the QRF rank here as we get close to playoffs. Blades have a tough schedule coming up, as we are going to see Prairie Center, who's been on a bit of a heater this year, as well as Crookston again, and a couple other teams coming to town here that are going to be very tough games. Of course, the Blades beating Prairie Center earlier in the year, but they've been playing pretty good since then. And that's a game that the Blades could really use a W in order to catapult themselves up the QRF rank as we get the camera situated here with Beam. I think we're just about ready to go down to ice level. And here we go. We're going to send it down to Coach Justin.
I hope it's just that right there. Okay, you're ready to go. Senior David Beam. Dave, you were in the net here for the JV game here, 5-1. Tell me how that game went.
Oh, went pretty well. We played pretty well. We got the puck deep. We played a good game all around.
That's good to hear. You got the start last game against Park Rapids. 3-2 loss in overtime. That was a bummer. Yeah. What'd you think of that game?
We played a pretty good first couple periods. Then we were urgent enough in the third period. We were kind of came out with a flat foot in the third period.
Okay, you know the tone down in the locker room. Do you think the guys are ready to play tonight?
Oh, we're always ready. We just gotta learn. We just gotta start finishing games, but we're always ready to start.
Nice. What do you think the guys need to do in order to win tonight?
I think we just gotta double down and just play hard, play our game, and not let them get any chances.
Perfect. Good luck. Thanks, Dave.
No problem.
Hi. What's your name?
Braden.
Braden?
Yep.
Braden, how do you guys feel coming into tonight's game?
I feel like we've been practicing. We've had like practice game every single time. So I feel like we're coming in ready to play as best as we can.
Okay. What kind of things do you guys need to do tonight in order to win?
We need to move the puck well, get shots, get open area space so we can move it around a little better.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, thank you to sidekick Coach Justin Neppel for getting those interviews for us. We appreciate it. Good to see Dave Beam, again, senior goaltender for the Blades, called upon in Park Rapids, playing an outstanding road game. And hopefully he'll get another chance this year here to get a W on the season. I know everyone's pulling for him to do that. So that'll about wrap up the Tiny Tykes pregame show, and we'll be back here shortly for Puck Drop, where we'll go through the Studio 22 design starting five and Coach Neppel's keys to the game. We'll be back shortly. Stay tuned. Thank you. All right, welcome back to Wapaton, North Dakota, Stearns Arena. We're getting ready here for puck drop between the BW Blades and the Mayport Ice Dogs. This is I guess an exhibition game. Well, it's not really an exhibition. The results count, but it's a non-conference, non-section game for the Blades.
Non-state.
Out-of-state component, kind of, in a way. Mayport plays the North Dakota schedule as part of the North Dakota hockey, and the Blades, of course, moved over. What is it now, 10, 15 years ago?
Yeah, it's been pretty close to 15, definitely above 10.
Okay.
I think it was 2012.
All right.
Somewhere around there.
So we're going to get starting lineups as Engineer Tony's going to throw up our Studio 22 Designs starting 5, brought to you by Studio 22 Designs. Make sure you see Lisa Kunkel for all your photographic needs, and as well as visit her store. She has a nice apparel store full of all kinds of goodies. Probably more on the female side of things, I'm guessing. So if you need a new pair of jeans, or
unless you're a dude into that,
unless you like skinny jeans, which I've been accused of. Okay, so there's our Studio 22 design. So the third line getting the start tonight, Coach.
Yeah, that's a nice look. No, those guys have played pretty solid for the last 3 games. I can't say that they're any worse off than any of the other lines. The last 3 games, they're probably not scoring like the other 2, but man, they are tough to play against.
Yeah, these guys are, I don't know, I always think of these guys as rats. They're ratty. They're a ratty line. They just get out there and they get in your way and they steal the puck from you when you're going to make a play, and they turn you over and they're crashing your net. They're just in your face. I know Xander, I think, drew 2 penalties last game just by being annoying. I mean, some guy tripped him after the whistle. There was a lot of jawing going on. So anyway, this team can be pesky, or this line can be pesky, so I like them getting the start tonight.
Yeah, they've earned it. They haven't been getting trapped in their own end, and they've been sticking other teams in their own end, which is fantastic when you don't get stuck playing in your own defensive zone and you're playing the whole shift in the offensive zone.
So, Coach, what's the keys to the game here? What's Coach Neppel's keys to the game tonight?
Yeah, so they got a couple of studs here. I know number 11,
Jonathan Muse.
Yeah, Jonathan Muse. He was a dude last time we played, and he took off, and he's gonna be a menace this whole game. The other thing is they're going to have to establish the cycle down low like they've been able to do, and not get caught in their own end like we saw in the first game against Mayport. I think that's what eventually was our demise.
100% agree. All right, we're going to break for the anthem. We'll be back shortly.
Thank you. Officials for tonight's contest. Linesman Spencer Green. Referees Jake Cordia and Terry Steinhaus. These gentlemen are registered officials who have been chosen for their expertise. Please respect
All right. Anthem done. Players ready or getting there. Their respective huddles around their net. This should be a good tilt. This is certainly a game that I think the Blades, if they play their game, if they play like we know they can, and they come out from puck drop with some energy, which I don't know why they wouldn't have it, this is a game that I think that they should really control.
Yeah, I just reflecting back to the first time we played these guys, I believe we played all 4 lines and we rolled them the whole time into the overtime, where Mayville was more apt to go 1-2, 1-3, 1-2, where we might have a shorter bench here tonight and be able to match up a little bit more. Plus we get the face-off advantage, the last change.
This is true. This is true. I would also like to see that 4th line get some shifts. There's some dangerous players on that 4th line. Riley Jones looked great up in Park Rapids. He's got some jump in his step. You know, he took that year or 2 off to play goaltender when his team needed him, which is a commendable thing that he did. And then he came back and he was maybe just a bit of a step slow. Not that he was an absolute burner before that, but his skating speed has increased. He looks fast. You can see the power skating that Wurtzen was doing with him in practice is really paying off.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Kopeski's going to control off the opening faceoff. He's going to chip it into the Blade zone. Ekron will retrieve around his own net. Misses Clinard on the wall. Muse off the wall. Quick shot right on. He's dangerous. We highlighted him in the pregame. Mark Hoyt dumps it back behind the Blades net. Hoffman there. Smartly chips it up off the glass. Kopeski can't hold. Ekron's got a step. Kopeski makes a nice play to break that up. Puck to neutral ice. Dumped in. The Blades will go for a change. Except Hoffman. He's going to stay out. Big hit from Casti on Kopeski, and he goes for a change. Muir's still out on the ice. D to Hoffman. Nobody home. He chips it out to neutral ice. Puck dumped in. You're gonna see the Ice Dogs do that tonight. They will dump the puck with a player in the zone, which means they have to clear ice. So the Blades are gonna have some opportunity to get out of their zone as we see Kason Pincinel come through neutral, take a check. From our pregame interview, Braden Caron is nice enough for him to come over and chat with you a bit.
Yeah, it seemed like a nice young man there. He was totally prepared for the questions. He didn't even have it ahead
He's
time.
He's a pro already.
He is.
What is this guy? Is he like a 5th-year senior? What is he? Let's check well, he's an 11th grader. Well, he's polished.
Yep.
He's got a bright future ahead of him from interviewing standpoint anyway. Hopefully his hockey skills get him to some place where he can be interviewed. As we see the Blades controlling their own end. Peterson tries to hit Spinks on a cross ice. That's going to miss him, but it won't go for an ice. As we see Bodie Peterson go back. He plays it back to neutral. Caron plays it up the wall. Armsveld comes in. He shoots. That goes right on. Gilbertson makes a nice blocker save. As we see the Ice Dogs kind of controlling play, having the better of the looks early on. Now it's Brushert. He's just going to skate as the Blades make a change. He gets the line, leaves for Lopez. He dumps right on. Tip play. Nice play to the net there. And icing's going to be waved as Luke Craig maybe got a touch on it as it went by. Beautiful look there as Lopez tried to hit Brushert on the redirect, just missing him. Cross ice pass from McDonald to Lopez. He picks it up, beats his man, centering attempt. Nobody home though. Brushert coming just a step too late. Puck played to the wall. McDonald plays it there. Comes out to Hoffman. He's going to have to retreat to the neutral zone. Now back to McDonald. Just misses him. He gets a stick on it. Goes into the Mayport zone. Kopeski's going to regroup. He turns the puck over. Dumped back down by Brushert. Now Lopez fires. He had that top corner.
Yeah.
And Jack Matson, number 1 goaltender here for the Ice Dogs tonight. Not the goaltender we saw when we were up in Mayport. Caden Hogfoss got the start that night, the 10th grader. Talking to Coach Mickey Munson, kind of asked him what's going on there, and he just said he's been rolling both guys all year.
Stick with it then, right?
Yep. He said nobody's really grabbed the reins and said, I want to play all the time yet. So
sure.
A little bit back and forth, but it is nice to have 2 competent goalies. Puck played to Hoffman. He has trouble off his glove into the neutral zone, takes a hit from John Matson. Puck played deep into the Blades corner. Turned over there, out to the point. That shot goes well wide, comes over for Ritter. He's going to connect with his man on the far side wall. And he's going to walk through, that's Cale Grinsrich. He walks right through Brendan Ritter. Puck turned over. Easton Neppel. He's turned away at center. Nice pass from Hoffman over to Clinert. Clinton's got a look. That shot's going to go over the glass as it was deflected by the Mayport defender.
Yeah, the Blades are using the weak side of the ice real well so far this game. Even the one pass, I believe they were trying to hit Kai. It went through his feet, but you had Jackson over on that side and picked it up and was able to gain the zone.
Clinton goes down in the far side corner of the Mayport end. And Mears is going to come away with it. He's got some wheels. He's on the outside. He's going to pull up, look for help. Leads to the point. Fanned on. Shot is fanned on. Puck's chipped up to Casti. He's got a little bit of room. Muse checks him. Now it's played through. Ekron's off his stick. And Mayport regroups. Luke Craig comes on a hard pinch. Didn't get anybody. Puck is chipped into Blades zone. Nice defense there by number 17, Grayson Casti, to cover the front of the net. He's going to work the puck down to the Mayport end. Ekron backs him up. Puck played into the corner for Klinert. He's got some room. He's got some time. Spins off a check. Goes to the ice. And I was going to say turn the puck over, but not quite. It works its way all the way back to Matt Peterson at the blue line. Pincinel is going to play it there on the far side wall. Takes a check. And we're going to see number 4, Braden Caron, advance the puck up to Grinsrich, who plays it all the way across. Jonesy plays it off a shin pad. Pincinel picks it up, has room, fires one on. Nice save by Matson off the blocker. Blades control again. This fourth line has been good, Justin, for the Blades. They've been generating offense. Tip play off a Mayport defender just goes wide. Blades keeping the pressure on again. Pincinel on the forecheck. Wins a puck battle. Leaves for Ekron. Centering attempt for Spinks. Doesn't get to him. Excuse me, that's not Ekron. That's Jones. Riley Jones down low. Puck play to the net. Still loose. Spinks can't get to it. Comes out to Peterson. Mayport looks tired all of a sudden. Having trouble clearing. They don't clear again. Peterson regroups. Fires. And that's going to finally go over the glass for a whistle. As Mayport got maybe caught in a shift. Good shift from the fourth line.
Yeah, they were forming a tight triangle there around the net, and they were just definitely getting nice little looks to the net. Kaysen did a great job entering that zone, taking a shot and following a shot to the net. He picked up his own rebound for an additional scoring opportunity.
And that's why I like that fourth line for the Blades. They can do some good work. They put in some good time, get some good minutes, good offensive zone minutes. Shot right on. Gilbertson stops that with the trapper. That's Wyatt Heskin. He's also a dangerous player, if I remember right from the last time we played. He's got some wheels, scores a lot of goals for the Ice Dogs, and kind of showing why as he kind of cut across the zone and skated left and shot right. Lopez tries to walk through Heskin. He picks his pocket. He's going to dump it back down into the corner. Shot right on. Poor angle shot by Alex Arsvold. Probably butchering that. Arsvold. Blades play the puck to McDonald. He's going to get right up to Lopez. Lopez at center ice. Takes his time getting in the zone. Brushard stays on side, and Lopez just kind of chips it to nobody. Didn't get it deep enough. Now Ekron plays it to Hoffman. He's got Heskin right on him, and Heskin's going to win that race. Puck picked up by McDonald's own zone. Pass to Ekron. That's Charlie Ekron jumping up in the rush. Now Lopez comes over to help him. He's got the puck, circles at middle ice. He's got some steam, beats a man, tries to shoot, tries to wrap. Unsuccessful. Now there's Mikey Peterson. Matt Peterson plays one to the net. Mike Peterson on a good forecheck right off the bench. Heskin off his blade at middle ice. Matthew Peterson comes back with steam. Easton covering the point, Easton Neppel. He walks through two men. He's going to get the red. He's going to rim it all the way around to Matt Peterson. I think his brother's going to beat him to it, though. Mike Peterson plays the puck in the near side corner in the Mayville end. Easton Neppel comes down to help. Neppel spins. Ritter is there for assistant. And puck's played down from Peterson deeper into the Mayport zone. Again, Neppel picks up a puck. Centering attempt. That doesn't go. He's going to chip back down for Peterson. Peterson circles the net, looking for help. Right on Ritter. State. Put one on the net. Not hard, but he got one right on. Nice centering attempt from Peterson to Ritter. Another center attempt comes all the way to Luke Craig at the point. In his feet for a second. Does get the shot off. Doesn't find its way to the net. And finally, Mayville's going to pick the puck up and clear. I think that'll be an ice, and it is. So the Blades putting the pressure on, Justin.
Yeah, nice little cycle by that line. They were just living below the goal line, and they got a couple of nice looks out in front of the net just by passing and chipping low and passing to the front of the net, getting Mayville out of position.
I'm not sure if Ritter was surprised by that pass from Peterson, but he didn't get much on it.
No, he did.
I don't know if he knew it was coming.
It was right on his tape.
Yeah. Right to Casty. Casty to Craig. Craig fires. That goes wide. Casty's going to pick up the rebound. Back to Craig again on the wall. Craig's got a man in his face. It's Muse. Peterson's going to come over and help out his partner. That comes right to Muse's tape. Clinner picks up the puck there. He's going to dump it in. And it's going to... Oh, what happened there?
I'm guessing the net was off.
Did he just turn around and push it off?
He must have.
Okay. Okay. I didn't see what happened. I mean...
Yeah, we're going to have to go back during the intermission and watch our coverage of the game here and see what exactly happened in that.
Well, if it wasn't off, it is now.
Well, if it wasn't off, it's a delay of game.
I think they're talking to him right now saying, don't do that again.
Yeah.
But again, to Matson's defense, if the net's off and he can't get the official's attention, that's the play to make. So generally, I'm sure an official probably doesn't like that because they don't know if the net's off or not in that situation. They don't know if you're just pushing the net off. So defensive zone draw. Blades are going to control. It's Clinner, far side corner. His pocket's picked. Puck played up to Muse. Muse works it across the Grinsrich. Grinsrich over the line. Head up, fires off a post. Puck's bouncing, it's loose in the slot. Another shot that comes on. Surprised Ekron hit him in the chest. So when we get a broken stick, that's Muse who's got a broken twig. Blades are regrouping their own end. D to D here. Hoffman in trouble. Skates away from a man, maybe. Grinsrich wins the puck off him. Now he's going to fire it down into the Blade zone. That's Heskin. He centers. Gilbertson breaks up that play with his stick. There's a little bit of pushback here from the Ice Dogs, as I think that shot surprised Gilbertson, and you got the old trusty pipe doing a little bit of work for the Blades tonight here.
Yeah, I think that shot got on him a little bit quicker than he was anticipating. I'd like to see that play shut down. We started to play that defensively really well and then just kind of let up on it.
Shot right on off the face-off, and that's Karen picking up a loose puck in the circle and putting it on Gilbertson. Took away any net to shoot at with his positioning or positional play. Pincinel loses the draw. Heskin's going to circle in the Blade zone, puts one right on. Puck played out to the line. You're going to get a call here from Pincinel as he took down Karen as he was wrapping around the net. So Blades are going to go on the early penalty kill. I believe it's Pincinel.
Yeah.
Trying to sneak back to the bench and unsuccessfully as we see him go in the box.
Yeah, it's probably a penalty we don't want to see. It was he lost inside leverage there on that play right there, and he was just trying to come from the outside. And
so it's Heskin, Karen, Muse, Arsvold, and Grinsrich here for the power play. As Isaiah doing a nice job of forechecking. Isaiah Brushert putting some pressure on. Still has the Ice Dogs bottled up in their own end. Now they're going to come out. It's Muse. McDonald's going to take him head on right at center ice. Blades turn the puck over. McDonald dumps it down. So an aggressive, well, we've seen this. Yeah, we've seen this. McDonald just standing up. I don't think he thought he was going to just stand there.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to back off, but he surprised him. Nice job by Brushert. And there's McDonald again. He's going to put Heskin in a blender as he goes down. As he stood him up at the line and lost his stick. Still doesn't have his stick. Now he's coming back. Gives a forearm shiver to Luke Craig. As we see a little bit of chippy play going on here. Puck cleared down to Matson. He's going to set it up. Arsvold picks it up there. He leaves for Muse. Muse again with some steam. And he just gives it away as the Blades are doing a nice job of holding their blue line and forcing the Ice Dogs to dump or give the puck up. And they're turning them right back again. Karen's got it now. He's going to cut in. Good stick check there. Neppel's all over him. Peterson puts him in the wall, turns him over, gets the puck off him. He's in trouble though, because he's got two Mayport guys right behind the net, right in his face. We see Neppel come down the ice hard. He's going to race. Bodie Peterson for the puck. Now it's played up to Grinsrich. Grinsrich through the middle. Michael Peterson back hard on him. Akron plays Marquardt into the corner. And puck's cleared down by Mike Peterson, so a nice kill. So that'll do it. That's 4 seconds to go here. And Matson's going to be forced to cover with 2 seconds on the penalty kill clock. Beautiful. I mean, that's textbook killing right there.
Yeah, that was great kill. Not very. The only time they could get in the zone was a dump in, and we were just on it. I think just minus that, maybe not a quick read by Matty behind the net. Everything was executed beautifully, and nice job by Neppel there to force that whistle. So now we get an offensive zone draw with 2 seconds left.
So Lopez will be the man off the bench here as the power play expires. That comes through Hoffman. He's going to have to hurry as Grindrich right in his face. McDonald fields that pass and sends it right back down. Blades will be at full strength here now. Brushert battling in the corner. McDonald comes in and sends Muse to the ice. Centering play just goes wide. Puck play to the line. Hoffman fires one on. It just goes wide. Not sure if Matson saw that till the last minute or not. Again, a puck turned over high in the zone by the Blades. Hoffman plays it off his hand, and that's going to be offside. He touches it, and he does. So this first line doing a nice job of bottling up the Ice Dogs. They're having some trouble coming out of their zone, picking off high zone passes, high zone turnovers. Unfortunately, not able to convert that to offense yet, as it's just 5-4 in shots with 5:57 to go here in the first period. But that'll come if they keep doing that.
Yeah, it will. They're doing a great job of filling those seams that these guys are trying to get to. And it looks like it's there, then it's not.
So Kopeski tries to clear. That comes right to the stick of Lopez. He has a hard time locating it. And again, Ice Dogs forced to just dump down the ice. McDonald plays it. Uh-oh, Ekron turnover. Karen right off the glove of Gilbertson with a nice save. Karen with a steal. Puck played out to McDonald. He plays it to Brushert. His shot goes wide, and we're going to get a whistle.
Net off?
It looks like Matson kicked the net off again.
We're going to have to get a drill out here in intermission and just throw one right down in the concrete here pretty soon.
So a little bit of a dicey play from number 24. Charlie Ekron, as he gave the puck away to Karen. Karen can put the puck in the net too, so he's got to be careful there. Karen playing center here, I believe on the second line. Yes, second line. So it's Heskin, Karen, and Marquardt. Marquardt just a freshman. He's got a big body for a young guy. He's a pretty good player. Puck played up to the blue line to Craig, and he's going to just dump it right back down. Heskin picks it up and sends it out to middle ice. Craig will be the first man there. He goes D to D. Peterson with a nifty little play to evade a checker. And he plays it to his brother, Michael, who's going to just dump it in. And puck cleared back out to neutral ice. That's going to be an ice. They waved it. Again, I don't think he got the red. We see that all the time.
Close enough.
Close enough, I guess. As the Blades are now back on the attack. Puck played to Ritter from Neppel. Now it's up to the line. Craig walks off the wall, fires one on. That goes wide. Peterson and Karen come together on the near side wall. Ritter's there to help. And now Neppel comes in. Puck squirts out of there. Goes across to Heskin. Now zips it back across to Karen. Karen's going to come down on Peterson. Tries to shoot, flubs the shot. Goes behind the net. Played to Craig. Heskin picks that loose puck up, though, and it comes back to neutral ice. He runs into his own man. Offside for a minute. And Craig plays it up to Neppel. Neppel to Clinert in the middle. It's off his tape. Puck turned over. Peterson picks it up. Dumps it in. Where it'll be played by Bodie Peterson. Peterson back up to the line. Off Craig's shin pads. Clinert scrapping in there. Goes down to the ice. Thought he was going to make a play to the net. There's that pesky line again, Justin.
Yeah.
Turning pucks over and sending it back in deep. Bodie Peterson plays it there for the Ice Dogs. That comes all the way out to Craig at neutral ice. He dumps it down right back to Peterson, though. and we're playing ping pong.
Yeah.
And finally, it'll go for an ice as Bodie Peterson's seen enough for the Ice Dogs with 3:42 to go in the first.
Every single time those guys think they can get it out, those guys just intercept that breakout pass, and it's just going right back down in their face. Yeah, at some point in time, we're going to have to get possession, right? We can't just dump and then just have it come back out. So they're going to have to either dump strategically and get that puck, start generating offense, or they're just going to have to start possessing that thing into the zone.
Grinsrich hits Mears on the breakout. He's checked well by Hoffman. He's gone down a couple times tonight. He's a player who likes some space, and I think you're going to see him maybe get frustrated if he doesn't get it. Puck comes out to the line. That shot's blocked by Akron. Casti plays it off of his skates. Controlled at neutral ice. Grinsrich takes a hit from Casti. Mears is stood up by Hoffman. Marquardt into the zone. Puck played off the end wall, and then back again by Klinert. Off of Hoffman's tape. Ooh, puck comes right in as I think Cale thought Akron was going to play it. Now it's worked out to Casti. Neutral ice, finds Akron. Akron leaves. Spinks back to Akron. Nice play if he can get to the front. He can. He rounds the net off the wall to his brother. Back to Jack. Jack down low for Jones. Jones tries to get it back to Jack, but he's going for a change, and Muse intercepts that. Good back pressure by Cam Spinks. He plays it to Jones, just out of his reach. Spinks picks up the loose change and dumps it in. Karen's back for the Ice Dogs. He plays it D to D. And now it's back up to Grinsrich at neutral ice. He can't handle the pass clean. And Hoffman picks the puck off of him. Back to Spinks. Puck intercepted at neutral ice and dumped in by Pincinel. Almost a broken up play there by the Blades. Just couldn't quite connect. As Grinsrich will field a puck. And he's got Heskin wide. Peterson all over him. Beautiful stick check. And he plays it around the wall. Jones is going to meet his man up high. Shot in. Gilbertson steers that to the side with the pad. Played to the line, held in. Bodie Peterson on a nice spinning play. He's going to dump it back down. Try to go D to D. Or excuse me, behind the net. I believe it was Karen to back door. Pincinel's late getting there.
Yeah, I haven't seen who.
Looks like it's Heskin from Karen. So the Blades are down early here. So a little bit of sloppy defensive zone play. Late to come back and help. And it's a 1-0 lead for the Ice Dogs. Puck played to Craig. Craig over to Matt Peterson. He zips it back across to Lopez as we have 1:42 to go in the first period here. Puck played to neutral. Craig gives it away. Brushard's back for help. Centering attempt's broken up. Nice backtrack by Brushard to bail out his D-man. He's got a little bit of time. Plays to Craig. Craig comes back around the net. He tries to shove it up the wall. That's intercepted, and the Blades are going to have to figure this one out because they've been a little bit sloppy behind their own net at times. Yeah. McDonald picks that up. He's going to center it up to Lopez out of his reach. Dump back in. Peterson's got some time. D to D to Craig. Craig to McDonald, but that's well out of his reach. And the Ice Dogs will come back. McDonald picks his man up off at the line. He's got some room. He's got Lopez going to the net. He shoots a nice hard low shot looking for the pass off the pads, but it's scooped up by Matson and no rebound available.
Yeah, nice little play to turn them over and almost got them on a line change where we could take some advantage of that scoring opportunity. He did have Lopez there. That's where you want to shoot the puck, but the goalie was able to save with his glove.
So puck is scrummed on the near side wall by Ritter. He wins the battle, walks around the net, looking to make something happen. Gets it up to Ekron. Ekron fires. Tip play by Peterson, tipping the Ekron shot. Charlie Ekron coming down with a head of steam. That puck squirted out. That'll go for an ice. I wouldn't mind seeing Brennan Ritter walk that puck to the front there.
Yeah, he's got to start taking some look there. I think too many times he tries to hop on a glide and just see what's out there instead of just driving the net.
Well, he's gone behind the net a couple times. He's done a nice job winning some board battles and then circles the net and gets it up high. I would like to see him just cut to the net there and maybe stuff one in. Peterson wins the draw. Neppel to Hoffman. Hoffman fires wide. Blades got to hit the net here. They've had plenty of looks, but a lot of them have gone wide in the first period. Puck left for Neppel. Now it's played back to Mike Peterson. He looks for Hoffman. That's intercepted by Grinsrich. He plays over to Muse. Muse, stick handling. Looking for help. Gets it to the point. Back to Muse. Walks to the middle. He's got room. Shot right on. Rebound and a goal. So Hoffman just out-muscled by Marquardt in front of the net, wide open. And some of the Mini-Mite skaters who took the ice earlier could have scored that one as he was wide open. Kale's got no help in front of the net there.
Yeah, there's not much he can do right there. He made the first save. Guys need to start cleaning that up.
I'd like to see Charlie Ekron stick with his man there, too. He got beat off the wall. And that's Muse. As the Blades give up a late goal, that's a tough first period. Came out with some good energy and certainly not the best effort here. I thought they had some jump, but they just couldn't complete anything here. Yeah. No possession, slow in their own end of pucks.
Yeah, it's tough. That was a tough showing there. Again, at times played really well, but then it was just those mental lapses. Not taking anything away from Mayport.
No,
they're a team that is. I got the notes here. They're 9-7-1 on the season, and they're a team that plays a pretty heavy Minnesota schedule.
Yeah, they do. They played Kitson 3 times now. I did see that. They played up in the holiday tournament up in Ely, I believe. They're all, is it Ely? Yeah, Ely, all the way up there. And so they have a heavy Minnesota schedule as they are a border team pretty much. I mean, a few miles off the border.
They recently played Red Lake Falls, the team that we've been talking about here, being a kind of a surprise out of the Section 8A. Red Lake, I think Mayport lost both games to them, like 5-2.
I believe that was the score, yeah. So that's a close game for a Red Lake Falls team that just beat Detroit Lakes.
Yes, yeah. I mean, you just look at some of the wins that Red Lake Falls is picking up, and then Mayport kind of hangs with them.
Let's recap the scoring here. 2 Mayport goals. Okay, well, we're gonna let Coach just double check the second goal, and we'll recap the goals here in a second. So Blades looking to regroup here as we head into the second period. Thanks for tuning in tonight as we make our way into the Builders First Source intermission show. And we're gonna get some figure skater action tonight as some entertainment here in between periods. All right. Okay, so here's the scoring recap brought to you by Builders First Source. In the first period, Mayport gets on the board early with a goal from Wyatt Heskin with assist to number 4, Braden Karen. And on the second goal, we saw Muse come off the wall, play the puck to the line, get the puck back, walk to the middle, fire one right on, and that was cleaned up by number 22, Liam Marquardt. So it's Marquardt from Muse and Heskin from Karen. And that is all the scoring that we had in the first, as Mayport has a 2-0 lead. What do you think the Blades have to do here, Coach, in the second period?
Yeah, they're going to have to go back to that simple game, the game that where they're possessing the puck down low and working out of that cycle. Also, to get to that point, I think they got to make quicker plays. So early on in that period, you saw a lot of people just start heading north-south in quick passes, and we were able to get out of our own end. As soon as they start hesitating, it seems to not go very well for us. Like those breakout passes are there right away. They need to hit them right away, get up the ice, and then just set up down low. Because those lines that have been successful so far and where we've trapped them in their own end, we've been cycling out of below the goal line, out of the corner, behind the net.
I don't feel like the Blades have a lot of pressure on them in their own end. I don't think Mayport's doing a particular good job of forechecking them necessarily. I mean, decent enough, but they're not, it's not an unbeatable forecheck here. So, yeah, I'm not sure what the problem is. It just looks like they're playing slow in their own end, slow to make a decision, slow to react, and then the passes are not exactly crisp in their own end right now.
Yeah.
So, like to see that cleaned up. And then, on the offensive side of things, too, as far as, and we've had a lot of zone time, but nothing has really come out of it. Shots are 6-10 in favor of Mayport. I don't think we had any real dangerous looks outside of that one tip point shot. A lot of shots wide, missing the net. A lot of perimeter play, not getting. I guess Brendan Ritter had a nice look, but kind of didn't get a lot on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd like to see them get to the net, get in front of Matson. He looks like he's a pretty competent goaltender. If he can see it, he's going to stop it like most goalies at this level. So they're going to have to get in his way, take his eyes away a little bit, and then I think get on their forecheck a little bit harder. I'd like to see some, at least hear the boards rattle a little bit, turning some pucks over. Certainly looked like Mayport was willing to give you the puck back if you pressured them a little bit.
They were perfectly fine with chipping the puck out of their own end and letting us retreat and go back the other way. And that's fine. Like, we'll possess it. That's great. And I agree with you. Our forecheck, we at times, Coach Wertzman had talked about that too, is like there's a time to play fast and there's a time to play slow. And then there's, when you're F1, get on it, right? And then finish the check. Make them a little bit scared to go back and retrieve that puck.
Yeah, I 100% agree. So we'll look for the Blades to regroup. So just looking ahead here, so high likelihood here that starting goalie Cale Gilbertson's going to hit 1,000 saves tonight, probably here in the second period. I don't know what we're sitting at right now.
I believe he had 14 to go heading into the game, so if he has 10 right now.
4 shots to go. All right. So 4 shots, 4 more saves, and then balloons are going to drop from the ceiling. Is that how this works? Streamers? Fireworks going off?
If it's volleyball, you stop the play and you hang up or you hold up signs and all that other stuff.
Yeah, both teams clear and they go congratulate them. Is that how it works?
Put them on their shoulders.
Yeah. No, that's certainly a big accomplishment. Is this is only Gilbertson? Is this a sophomore?
Yeah.
He's going to hit the 1,000 save mark already. Certainly notable.
Yeah, he's going to see a lot of shots in his career before his career is done. That's for sure.
Well, I wish he had 2 more, but unfortunately 2 got by him here in the first period, and it is a 2-0 lead for Mayport. As we head into the second period, we'll be back for second period puck drop in just a bit. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you, skaters. Let's do one more round of applause for our skaters.
Welcome back to Blades Hockey Action, live from Stearns Arena.
An enthusiastic cheering section.
Hit the wrong button. Hit the wrong button. Saw some beautiful figure skating there in the intermission.
Yeah, wonderful skating. This program, the figure skating program, has grown quite a bit here in Lopton, and they're producing some pretty good skaters out of there.
Some young skaters. And here we go, puck drop. Muse is going to control. Walks in, leaves for Ginzrich in the corner. He spins, centers, nobody there. Casti picks up the stray, finds Ekron in the middle. Ekron over the line, fires on, but that's deflected. And Ice Dog's doing a good job of getting sticks in the lane tonight. A lot of deflected shots so far.
Yeah, when you look at even the period we were talking there in the intermission, you know, 6 shots on goal, and you can't argue that. Mayport doing a really good job just keeping the Blades in the perimeter. And a lot of that has to do with sticks and directing and not letting sticks go to the net or shots go to the net.
Marquardt controls off the face-off in his own end. Forced back by Ekron. Spins, retreats behind the net. Casti's there. He's going to try to chip the wall. Puck is turned back by the Blades. Comes on to Casti's stick. Now Klinert, he goes down. No tripping call though. I think he just tripped over his own feet. Puck played out to neutral ice. Muse has it temporarily. And Klinert goes down again. He might have to check his wheels there. Looks like he maybe has a bad wheel. He's fallen a couple times here. Puck chipped in on Matson. He steers to the corner. Bodie Peterson throws it all the way out of his end, and Charlie Ekron's going to play that at neutral ice. Finds McDonald at center ice. Plays the puck. Gives it a backhand rim, and that'll come all the way around to, well, Brushard's going to beat Lopez to it. Brushard comes out of the corner. Has some trouble with the referee in his way. And Mayport chips the puck out. Wyatt Haskins going to chase. Luke Craig's got to hurry. Icing is waved off as Craig got there in time. Plays it to McDonald. It's out of his reach. Played back into the blade zone. Spinning backhand centering attempt. Gets all the way through, but that comes off a Mayport stick and out to center ice, and they just throw it back in, and that'll
Hit
be
the bench.
Hit the bench? Okay,
Yeah.
I thought it would say offside, but no, hit the bench. We'll get a neutral zone face-off. As we see Sawyer McGillis and Bodie Peterson on the ice for Mayport. 2 Mayport defensemen.
Yeah, Mayport, like we talked about, just completely content just turning around and throwing it back in our zone, even if they got guys offside for the Billy offside. They just don't want to have their D in a spot where they have to make a play with pressure out in the neutral zone.
D-to-D play from Peterson to Craig. Craig back to the middle. Brushard has it, kicks it up to Lopez. Lopez over the line. A little bit of room. Stutter step. Centering attempt. McDonald gets a stick on it, but drives it deep. Puts Arswood in the wall. Knocks him over. Puck played down to Lopez. Lopez centers for Craig on the back door. That's broken up nicely by Heskin. Good back check by Brushard. You see him and Karen come together here right in front of the camera. Bodie Peterson gives him a shot. Peterson whiffs. Heskin pulls up. Shot right on. Big save by Gilbertson. That was a dangerous play out of nowhere. Peterson's shot comes through. Gilbertson has it under the pillows. As we looked a little checked out there for a minute.
Yeah, Maddie's got to make a better attempt there at the blue line. He can't be just swinging, fishing at guys.
He looked like skated right at him.
Yeah, he skated right at him, then he peeled away from him. Like you got to turn a guy at that point in time, and you're in a bad spot, but you got to make that a better play in that bad spot.
Puck deep in the blade zone. Comes to Ritter. He chips the wall. That's going to come all the way back to Hoffman. He just can't quite get to it. Bodie Peterson makes a nice play on the puck. Hoffman's going to stay up ice. Ritter comes back down hard. Chipped off the wall by Peterson. Comes right to Neppel. Now to Hoffman. Hoffman turns and fires. That's going to get all the way back down to Neppel. He's got some room in the corner. Centers for Peterson. That's out of his reach. Or broken up well by Mayport. Puck comes to number 19. Corbin. Jeez Louise. Corbin. I'll check that in a minute. There's a lot of vowels or a lot of consonants in that name. All right. Puck played on to Kale. Then out to the blue line. Off of Peterson's skate. Neppel controls in his own end. Hits the ref on a D-to-D attempt. As Neppel takes a check. Now he's going to get wrapped up, and they're both going to go. As Easton Neppel and John Matson. They're still jawing at each other all the way to the box. That'll be one to watch here as they kind of came together. And Neppel had enough, kind of gave him a headlock for a minute. And then I don't mind that penalty. I would like to see more of that from the Blades. Get a little fire in your belly once in a while.
Yeah, if somebody is, giving you a hard time, giving you a cross check or something like that behind the plate, get back in their face.
So it's Quincy Miners as we'll play 5-5. Marquardt to take the face off with Gingrich on the wing, and Muse is out there. Muse walks off the wall. He's well defended by Jack Ekron. He makes a backhand play to nobody, though, and it's held in the zone. Luke Craig picks up the puck, chips up the wall to Clinner. It's out of his reach, and it's dumped back in by Keaton Sasted. Luke Craig, rink wide for Casti. Casti back to Clinner. Kind of came to the middle and just missed him. Sasted back in his own end. He rounds the net. Plays it up the wall. That's held in by Peterson. Now it makes its way. It's a one-on-one with Muse and Craig. Muse out on the outside, fires right on. That goes wide. Going to be held in by Sasted, though. He chips it back toward the net. Nobody home. Muse circles back in his own end. And Peterson goes D-to-D to Craig. Craig back to Peterson. He's got some time. Now he's going to find Clinner on the wing. He zips it across. That's all the way rink wide for Casti. Casti makes a man miss. Puts it right through. Puts a shot on. Nice job, Grayson Casti, to get a puck to the net.
Yeah, that's probably the best shot attempt, scoring attempt we've seen. Well, definitely all period, but maybe even most of the game. Nice individual effort there by Grayson.
Kind of put it right through the defender's triangle. Steps through him and gets a nice shot to the net. Unfortunately, there's a line change taking place and he didn't have any help. Lopez controls, dumps one towards the net. Not sure if that was deflected or went wide. Another shot played back on by the Blades. McDonald's coming down hard, gets a stick on a clearing attempt. Knocks off Karen's stick. McDonald holds it in, backdoor. Lopez shot blocked. Brusher comes in hard on his man. McDonald fires one on off the half wall. That's easily gloved down by Matson. So a good shift, good start to this shift from our top line of Isaiah Brusher, Kai McDonald, and Jackson Lopez.
Yeah, nice little look there. A couple quick passes getting around the defenders just to get some shots on net.
Clean win by Brusher, but that's going to get right through Ekron and all the way back out to neutral ice. Puck played back up the wall, comes all the way off of Lopez's stick to McDonald. He stops, fires, finds Lopez, just goes through him. And turned over at middle ice. Lopez has some room to wheel. He's tripped.
There it
and
is.
then we get a penalty. So Mayport going to the box on a trip. Not sure who it is. Looks like it's number 19. It is, in fact, number 19. And that is, geez, I'm gonna buy it. Send a lifeline?
Is Skriner? Screener?
Oh, maybe I have to ask the Mayport crowd on some help for that one. Corbin, I'm sorry if we can't say your last name, buddy. Corbin's Skriner. Anyways, going to the box on a trip. Blades power play on the ice. Puck played up to Ekron, gets through him. He's got some pressure on him. Regroup to Brusher. Brusher comes back. Tries to leave for McDonald, but he was going the other direction, and Mayport will get the clear. Sounds like Screener is what we're going with from the PA guy. McDonald flubs a pass off the half wall, and Mayport sends it back. Heskin on the ice. So having some trouble here as mixed messages or whatever's going on as we see Peterson play the puck up the ice. Now it's to McDonald. He's got some room to skate. Heskin's back on him. He curls off of his check. Tries to send it back door. And that's broken up by Karen. Heskin's got some wheels. Ekron on a nice play. Broken up, and Heskin does get one on net. Peterson's coming up the ice with a load of steam. He's got some room, fires one right on. Matson's there. He did get his own rebound, but just sent it wide. Nice effort from number 4 in white. 57 on the power play for the Blades as Mayport gets a clear. Getting another mixed signal here as Gilbertson tried to play the puck to Peterson, and he was going a different direction. Puck comes all the way across to Casti. He sets up, gets it over to Lopez, backdoor to Peterson. He fires one on, rebound. Good look for Brushert right in front. So we get a little bit different look on the power play here. Brushert off the half wall. Back to Peterson, but it's in his skates. He's got to reset. Now he fires one down in the mixer. And he gets in! Power play goal. Brennan Ritter gets the tip on it, I believe.
Nice. Yeah, well, they're huddling around him like it was his goal.
Number 15 going to go through the line. We'll listen on the announcement, but it looked like 15 got a tip on it, and the Blades are on the board to kind of get off the scoring schneid here. It's been a little while.
So it's Ritter from Maddie.
So
I don't know who the second is.
Brennan Ritter from Matt Peterson and probably Isaiah Brushert. So the Blades on the board, 2-1. Rink wide pass. Casty's got a man all over him. Puts it back in the mix. Another shot right on. Xander Klinertz right there. As we hear beloved PA guy Scott Nicholson give the goal call. It is Brennan Ritter from Matthew Peterson on the power play. As Xander Klinertz had a nice look. As we see Mayport come on a 3-on-1 here. Luke Craig back defending. He's going to lay down. Nicely defended. But that's a nice play by Mayport.
Not a lot you can do with that.
And I'm not sure who got caught up ice there. And right back door, Gilbertson looks like he gets just a piece of it. So yeah. Matt Peterson caught up ice. Luke Craig all alone on a 3-on-1. played it well. I thought he was going to break that up. And Mayport slides it around him and past Gilbertson. So the 1,000 save mark not coming easy here, as we got 2 to go, and seems like it's been a bit of a struggle this game. McDonald sends the puck for Brushert. Now it's dumped back in. Ekron fields it, leaves for Lopez. Puck played back to Lopez. Sends it to Brushert. Brushert goes backdoor for McDonald. That's broken up by Sasted. Now it's played all the way around. Comes all the way to Hoffman. He dumps back for Lopez. Lopez lets it go through him. Ekron's going to come down the wall to try to hold the zone. Gets through him, and it's Heskin again. Up ice. Fires, hits the crossbar. He had the far side. Lopez with some room. It's a 2-on-2. Walks through a man. Peels off a check, but misses the puck. McDonald chases that down. A bunch of players come together. It's getting rough in there as we see Lopez come in and deliver a hit. Now Lopez out through him. He's got Peterson in front. Tries to go short side. Matson defends out. Another play to Peterson. And that's over the net. McDonald finishes his man. Maybe got the worst of it as we see some action back door. Heskin steps through Hoffman. So we got some end-to-end hockey. Heskin again with the puck. He's got room. Sends it across. Neppel and Hoffman scrum the puck on the wall. Big hit, and that's going to drop another penalty. And we'll see an interference call coming on number 19, I believe. It is.
Yep.
And that's Corbin Screener again.
Probably a little bit of a soft call, but I think there you could call that maybe the puck wasn't right on his stick and you hit him.
He was looking for a hit as the hitting had picked up here. We get a little bit of talking going on the ice. You can see it between people and guys trying to throw their weight around a little bit on both teams right now. I'm sure the Blades probably pretty frustrated with the way this game is going at this point, so trying to get out of that and grind a little bit as we see Mayport clear the puck down. Muse is going to give chase as Charlie Ekron goes back for it. Muse stands his ground right in front of the Blades net. D to D. Hoffman with the puck. Muse in his face. Chipped up the wall for Brushert. He's going to advance it in the zone. Pulls up. Looks to set up. Back to the top. Hoffman works his way down the wall. Nope. I don't know where that was going. I think he tried to go back to Brushert. Almost a break again. The Blades sloppy here. They're giving Mayport all kinds of room. And Mayport's getting odd man rush after odd man rush. I don't know, the Blades defense has been caught up ice. Grayson Cassidy takes a pass from Mikey Peterson. Walks back to the middle. He's got some room. Leaves it down low for Brushert. Brushert off the end wall. Escapes a player. Reverses to Cassidy. Cassidy centering attempt. I believe that was Ritter in front of the net again. Stick lifted at the last minute by Muse. Neppel off the bench. Back to Brushert. Peterson fires one in. And Ritter's earning his money tonight in front of that net, taking cross checks in the back. Standing his ground, doing his job.
Yeah, that's where he gets his paycheck, right? Or at least that's where he should be getting his paycheck with that frame.
Well, he got one tonight. He's got a taste. He's going to stand in the mixer all night if he takes them all night so he can get another one. Cassidy loses it to the draw clean. Bodie Peterson plays it up the wall, but it doesn't come out as Lopez did a nice job. Centering attempt for Ritter. Now he's knocked down, no call. That's got to be a call.
Yep.
So right in front of the official. Puck played over to Neppel. He goes back door to Cassidy. Cassidy looking for help. Now he sends it over to Peterson. Peterson tries to find Lopez, but that's well defended. And the puck is cleared as we see 17 seconds to go. Gilbertson leaves the puck for Matt Peterson. Matty's going to drop for Lopez. The hinge play. Nice entry by the Blades. Neppel Looking to get off the goal drought. Curls. That's his play. Fires right on. Rebound is there.
Oh,
big save by Matson. He absolutely robbed Grayson Casty, and you can see Casty look up to the rafters like, son of a gun, that was it right there. And Matson comes up big with the glove.
Yeah, that puck goes up maybe 6 inches tall or higher right there, and it's a 3-2 game.
And that's the look they wanted. Just out of the reach, or just really a nice save by Matson. He had it covered, and nothing you can do but tip your cap and go back to work. Blades are going to control. Now it comes to Mayport. And they're looking for Heskin up ice again. Craig's got to hurry. He's got Heskin. He's got the inside track on him. Nice job by Luke Craig to defend a dangerous Wyatt Heskin. Big hit by Brushert on Braden Caron. McDonald picks the puck up there. He's got Lopez sprinting up ice. Can he get it to him? Back door. Brushert has trouble with the pass. McDonald's going to pick that up. Finds Peterson sneaking in out of his reach. Peterson caught up ice again. Heskin walks through Craig twice, fires, big save by Gilbertson.
Yeah, the Blades defensively, they're going to have to honor that number 3 in that weak side. It's just we're getting into these one-on-one things that are getting up the ice. They're going to have to start watching that weak side pass. They're just floating. In this case, 3. Heskinen, he's just sitting on the weak side looking for that flip play.
Shot played right on Gilbertson off the face-off. And I can feel for Matt Peterson, he's trying to get himself into the game. He wants to get on the offensive side of things. He wants to hold the zone, but you can't do it when you have players flying the zone.
Yep.
And Heskin's flying the zone, and you're going to get caught in odd man rush after odd man rush. You got to back up, and that is one of the most frustrating things for a defenseman to do, is to just back up.
Yeah.
Because you want to be in the play. Muse picks up a puck, fires, and that'll go out of bounds.
Good stick by Charlie.
Muse comes off the wall there, picked up an errant pass. Had room to shoot, but Ekman defended him well. But yeah, so Matty trying to get some things going. He feels the pressure. He wants to score. He wants to contribute. But unfortunately, like you said, if you got men behind you and their defenders can get him the puck, it's going to be dangerous.
Yeah, we didn't see that look in the first period. So this is something new they either saw throughout the game and they want to try, or whatever, but it's working. I know they're getting the puck out of our own end, and they're giving us fits.
Marquardt plays the puck in the blade zone. Comes to Gilbertson. I thought he had it covered. Comes off of his glove, though, at the last minute with a dangerous Jonathan Muse right in his face. Puck played on by Mike Peterson, who takes a big hit. Stands up. Blocks a clearing attempt. Now it comes back to Muse. Klinert's back on him, giving Charlie Ekman help. Ekman finds his brother on the half wall. Centers. Klinert picks that up. Gives it to Neppel. Neppel up ice. Dips the shoulder. Cuts in. Drives and scores. No! Was that played out with the hand? I think it was, which is legal. That's a heck of a play if it was. I thought that puck was trickling in. I'm pretty sure the defenseman grabbed it at the last minute and pulled it out. Shot off the iron. As Heskin, for like the 3rd time tonight, has rung one off the pipe.
Yeah, he's a dangerous guy. We got to start keying on him. And then with that
save, sophomore goalie number 33, Cale Gilbertson, has 1,000.
So that marks Cale Gilbertson's 1,000 saves in his career. And I hope he's got 1,000 more, although that would mean we're giving up a lot of shots.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how to phrase that. Congrats to Cale. Puck played back in the blade zone. Craig goes to Peterson. He's got nobody. He's just going to have to stop. He tries to come back to cross to Klinert. That goes through him. Puck's chipped off the wall to Caron. Picks it up at neutral ice. Him and Jack Ekman come together. Klinert and Alex Arsvold do battle, neutral ice, as we see Heskin again with some steam. The 3s, he skates by Jack Ekman, comes back in the middle. He's well defended this time by Matt Peterson and others, and Peterson's got some room to skate. He shows some of the speed himself. He flips it right on Matson, wins the race to the puck, gets it across to Casty. Casty back to the middle. Puck laid loose. Lopez picks it up. He's got some room. Comes through the corner, rounds the net, looking for help. Now just plays it up to the line to Craig. Craig, D to D, back to Matt Peterson. He has room, puts one on, tip play from Jack Ekron, and that just goes outside the far side post. Craig makes a nice hold, and that'll be an icing call. And that's the type of play we'd like to see the Blades do here. Put the pressure on Mayport. They will give you space, and they will make mistakes if they're pressured, but if they have time to clear the puck, they're just going to flip it up to number 3, and he's going to skate down and ring one off the iron or the twine.
Yeah, even that play right there, he was floating up by the red line, just being opportunistic on maybe a chip where he could just get another one-on-one situation.
So nice play by him. It starts with Matt Peterson. He rushes the puck. He wins a race down in the zone and gets it over to Casty, who makes a centering attempt.
Another nice scoring opportunity. A lot more scoring opportunities this period by the Blades in the first period.
The shots are 21-17 now in favor of the Blades as we see McDonald try to chip a puck past Brody Peterson, and it's a no-go. Hoffman stood up at the line. Comes back to Brushert. Lopez chases the puck. Gets a stick on it, but is still able to come through to Grinsrich. It's in his feet. Now Brushert picks it up at neutral ice. Tries to come through Marquardt, doesn't work. Turn back, now he just turns and fires. Lopez is gonna meet Brody Peterson in the corner. Peterson chips it up the wall to Mears. He takes a hit from McDonald. Puck doesn't come out. Backhand flip play from Hoffman to Brushert is broken up, and puck played back to neutral ice by the Ice Dogs.
Good transition.
Transition play by the Blades as far as Brushert coming in the zone. He tries to get it to Lopez, and that's turned over as we see Marquardt come down the wing. Tries to walk through Hoffman. Two Blades players come together hard, and that's Brushert and Hoffman. I think Hoffman got the worst of that deal. It looks a little shaken up here. Puck turned over, heads up. Brody Peterson plays one over the glass, and we hope Hoffman's okay as he took a hard hit there from his center coming back. It's a little back and forth here in the second. Blades look like they've maybe finally come to life a little bit. Got to get something going here, though.
Yeah, I mean, they've definitely had the better of the period. Maybe not the better of the shots that Heskinen's just been ringing the bar. But, you know, outside of that, they really haven't, Mayport really hasn't done a whole lot. And the Blades have been owning the zone time and the better of the looks.
At least in the last half of the period, that's true. Neppel, centering attempt, nobody home. As we see 1 minute to go. Puck's played to Gilbertson. He fields it up the ice to Neppel. Comes off of his stick. Centering play broken up nicely by Matt Peterson. Neppel comes away with it. We got 49 on the clock. Neppel tries to step through his man. He's well defended. That's number 9. Evan Kapaski doing a nice job. Shot fired right on by number 7, Easton Hansen. Gilbertson fields that one in the midsection, and we'll get a whistle with 36 to go.
It's interesting watching how Mayville plays and just goes and attacks in layers, and they're constantly creating one-on-one situations throughout the neutral zone and the offensive zone.
They're a scrappy squad. They win a lot of battles. Icing will be waved off here as the Mayport player can get to the puck. Again, just kind of turns and fires. He had Heskin in neutral ice. Simple play, but they, like you said, they kind of just play 50-50 pucks in the neutral zone, and they do a good job of winning battles. Puck play to Heskin. He's got a little bit of room. He's dangerous. He's going to kick it over to the point, shot right on. Gilbertson's got the pad on it. Puck is chipped, comes back to the line. It comes out. Casty hurries. He's got to shoot. Fires one. Kind of caught him in an awkward space as he was striding up ice, and ran out of time.
Yeah, he was kind of pushing the puck on the breakaway like you want to see guys do, and that's not a good spot to take a shot.
No, kind of handcuffed there, just trying to get, at least he got the shot off. Probably would have been late anyway, but a couple more seconds, you never know. Well, that'll do it here for the second period. It's a 3-1 lead for Mayville, doing a nice job of doing what they have to do to stay in the lead. And still generating offense. They certainly haven't taken their foot off the gas. They can be a little bit sloppy on D at times, but the Blades really have to force them into those situations.
Yeah, I think the play like you alluded to where Matt just came downhill and used his speed, and you know, he was possessed to go get that puck down low. those are the plays right there. I think that will be the difference in this game, and we can activate our D in the right times to create some offensive opportunities. We can't just sit there on a typical 3 forwards going in on a zone entry. We're gonna have to make plays when they're going on a change. We're going on a change, and our D's maybe rushing the puck up from behind.
Yeah, I'd agree. Interesting to see here. The Blades have been notorious for giving up leads this year, right? They've been hot starters, put themselves in leads, and have not been able to hold them most of the year, where we see somebody maybe tie a game late, play for overtime, and then win in overtime.
Yeah, it's been what? That's a swing of being 12-5 and 6-11 that we're at right now, or 6-12.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see as the shoe is on the other foot tonight, as they're coming to the third period down. Are they a team that can find a way to tie up a game and maybe even get it to overtime? And who knows? You never know.
The one thing that will have to happen is they're going to have to be first to pucks, and if not, they're going to have to contest the people first to pucks, because they're not going to. We can't allow them as a team to keep on hitting that cross ice pass to Heiskanen or whoever else is running out there on the weak side, because that's what's going to give us problems. I mean, even if they can't convert on that pass, the puck's out of the zone, and we're just wasting time retrieving the puck and going back in. So they're going to want to be first on the puck to avoid any of those plays where they're trying to get the puck out.
I would agree. It'll be interesting to see how the Blades respond to this situation. I don't know if they've been in this position very often this year. Have they? Down 2 goals? I guess we kind of saw the Blades play from behind 2 goals against the second Becker game in the Fergus Holiday Tournament. They were down 2 and came roaring back to score 2 quick ones. So you never know. This team's capable, but they have offense that can do the job. Yep. It's just we haven't seen it much lately.
No, it's been pretty absent in most games right now. Hopefully it come to life. If the second period is any kind of indication of that, it might. It definitely could. I mean, they played a pretty good first period. I think they ended up with 15 shots on net, which is far better than 6 what they ended with the first period with. And I don't know, allowed 9, I believe, was the total for them, for Mayport. So definitely shots. And again, I think looks to the net was in our favor.
Yeah, I think so too, as we recap second period scoring here on the Builders First Source intermission show. So Mayport taking 2 penalties that period, both from number 19, and I swear he's just torturing me. Corbin Screener. I think that's how we kind of pronounce that. So Corbin Screener.
That's what we're going to go with.
Yeah. So Corbin going to the box for a trip, and then going to the box for interference in the second period. And then the Blades Pincinel going to the box in the first period for a hook. Scoring recap here, second period goals. BW got on the board first on the power play. It was Brennan Ritter putting home a Jack Ekron shot.
Nope, Matty Peterson.
Sorry, Matt Peterson. Yeah, that's what I thought.
I recorded. Yeah, Matty Peterson.
Yeah, Matt Peterson. And then it was
Heiskanen.
Heiskanen, yeah. So for Mayport, Heiskanen from Karen, and number 21, Alex Arsvold on a really nice, very pretty scoring play to answer right back less than 30 seconds later. Any momentum the Blades had coming off that power play goal was really zapped. Talk about answering at an opportune time and just kind of quieting the Blades back down again. Beautiful goal. All 3 players factoring in on that one.
Yeah, that was one of those plays where they started playing high in our zone, their defensive zone, and they created numbers on a D pinch. And I'll give them credit. Luke played that about as good as you can.
He did what he could.
And they had probably about 4 inches to slide a puck in, and they did it. And that's probably just even as tough a goal to score right there, trying to pick that puck up and slide it between the goalie's skate and the pipe. So, that's a heck of a play by those guys. Pretty skilled line there.
Yeah, and that's an assist coming from Karen. Karen and Heskin work well together. That second line is dangerous. We noted that earlier in the season we played up there too. We could see that they had some skill. And again, I think they scored the majority of their team's goals. I think, even earlier in the year, maybe even looking from last year, they scored a lot of goals. And they were certainly scoring a lot of goals early in the season. So they probably carry the load offensively for the Ice Dogs, and certainly doing a nice job tonight here as we see Heskin with 2 goals and Karen with 2 assists. So the other scorer from Mayport was number 22, Marquardt, assist from number 11, Jonathan Muse. So that'll recap our second period action, and Ice is just getting zammed as we had the chuck-a-puck contest going earlier, and that'll do it until third period action starts. Stay with us as the Blades are going to try to mount a comeback here in the third period. Thanks for watching. Welcome back to Stearns Arena. Third period action just about to get underway. Blades sitting at a 3-1 deficit here, entering the third period against the Mayport Ice Dogs in the second matchup of the year. Again, Blades losing in overtime earlier in the year. I believe it was 4-3.
4-3.
4-3 loss. Certainly the Blades not wanting to get swept on the season series here by Mayport. But they got a lot of work to do to prevent that.
Yeah, they got themselves a bit of a hole, mostly from a kind of a tired first period, which they didn't generate not a lot of offense and fell asleep a couple times in the defensive zone.
I don't know the stats on this, and there's probably no way to know, but if you give up a goal in the last minute of a period, the odds are not in your favor very often that you're going to win the game, and that certainly happened to the Blades.
Oh, look
Just
at
see
this.
Clinert come out of the opening draw with some jump. Puts one on, that goes just wide. Flip back down by Charlie Ekman. Now played up to Hoffman at neutral ice. Two Mayport defenders on him. He centers back for Clinert. Clinert looking for Jack Ekman in the middle. Grinsrich hits the deck, but Mears has it. Muse into the zone with some room. Back up to Grinsrich at the point. He fires. Big save by Kale. Gilbertson makes a nice stop. Icing's waved as the puck is played back through the Mayport defender. A little bit of trouble, a little bit of miscommunication behind the net here. Grinsrich comes back. Lopez on the ice now. Puck played to Muse. Muse through middle ice. Steps through Ekman on a nice move. Can he get to the net? No, Hoffman comes over to help. Walk still with the puck. Leaves there for Carroll. Carroll fires right on. Muse has been a problem all night for the Blades defenders.
Yeah, it's just that weak side wing taken off. You got to either figure out how to shut that down when that pass is coming to him or cut it off before he gets there.
Well, it was a 1-on-2, and still he's dangerous. He can stick handle, he can move, he has a nice first step, and he showed it there. Shot high and wide, just over Kale's blocker. Tip play there. Peterson plays it up to Neppel, just out of his reach, and it's dumped back down by the Mayport defense. Luke Craig gets to the puck. Off the wall for Peterson behind the net. He's got Heskin right on him. Craig plays it around for Neppel, and he pick it up, and he does. Out of the zone they come. Back over to Lopez. Looks like Easton Neppel's been elevated to that first line, and Kai McDonald's spot he's playing with Brushert and Lopez. Trying to get a little more firepower on the ice for the Blades. And to see number 28 get off this scoring slump that he's been on. Shot comes in on Gilbertson. Center and attempt. Brushert's there to defend. Plays to Lopez. Lopez over the line. Gets by Bodie Peterson. Neppel in front. Brushert puts one just wide. He had that far side wide open. And again, the Blades just gripping the stick a little bit here. Unable to find Twine. So it's nice a play as you're going to see. Reverse ice here to Brushert. Brushert has Neppel going to the net. He's going to fire on. That's got to hit the net with a man in front. Away comes Mayport. Puck played across to David Korsmo. He puts one on. Rebound. And a goal off a tough rebound for Gilbertson.
That's a well-placed shot. And they had guys going to the net to bang home a rebound.
That's a tough one. That's probably a rebound you got to control. I can't just lay out. It's a 3-on-2 and well played. And so the Blades have a even bigger hole now as we see McDonald down on the line with Ritter and Mike Peterson. Hoffman goes D to Akron. Akron to Ritter. Ritter back to Peterson. He's going to give it a hard rim. Matson stops that, or at least slows it down. Puck played on the far side wall. Ritter and McDonald over there. Clearing attempt from Mayport. Goes right in front of their own net. Peterson plays one off the half wall, and that's scooped up by Matson. So 3 goals, Justin's going to be pretty difficult.
Yeah, especially the way they've been scoring.
For a team that's been scored, what, 3 goals in their last 2 games?
Yeah, I mean, they're averaging 2 goals a game. I think they've scored 2 goals a game the last 4 games.
So a tall order here. We'll see what the Blades can do as Craig plays the puck. Thinks about shooting. Muse in his face. Now he dumps down low for Peterson. That's skated away by Marquardt. He hits Grinchwich on the wall. That centering or rink-wide attempt to Muse is broken up by McDonald off the shin pads. Backhand play to McDonald in the middle. He fires high. Nice pass. Now we're going to get another penalty on Mayport as Peterson was taken down by the goalie. You don't see that every day. And he's going to argue about it.
Yeah.
Maybe get another one.
Oh, yeah.
It's a trip. I thought he pushed him.
Yeah, he caught his foot. There was no doubt about that. You can argue it all you want. You can see it on the replay there.
So, yeah, I don't think we've seen that yet this year. Penalty on goalie number 1, Jack Matson, goaltender, for, I believe we'll see a tripping call. It's going to be served by
number 1? That's what's on the board.
I don't know if they put the infraction player or the serving player. It looks like it's Marquardt in the box.
Sure.
So Blades power play on the ice with 1 goal already tonight from Ritter. Puck played to Peterson. Peterson down to Casti. Casti to Lopez. Lopez to Casti. Give and go play. Not there. Back to Peterson up top. He fires. Peterson or Ritter right in front. Backdoor play, scores off of Casti's stick. I believe that came from Nepple from behind the net. The Blades are on the board here on the power play again. So that's Nepple to Casti. Nice little play. That's what they needed.
Yeah, I missed that one. I was recording the penalty. But nice little tic-tac-toe play. Just moving that goalie east and west in order to get it open. And goalies can't see behind them. That's why you want to play behind the net.
So the Blades now with maybe just a little bit of life. They still got a tough hole to dig out of. Lopez picks the puck up off the face-off. Comes in and puts a shot that goes wide. Him and Nepple doing battle behind the net. Clearing attempt broken up by Brusher. Puck zipped back across. Craig tries to defend that. Gets through him, but the Blades control. Peterson gives it away. Shot and a goal. Shot and a goal by Braden Karen as Matthew Peterson just put it on a tee for him.
Yeah, that's a play where you have the strong side to get out on your own end right there. And there's no reason to go D to D on that play.
He's having a bit of a tough game. Hopefully he can refocus here with 12:58 to go. And again, another answer off a Blades power play goal. Mayport just will not be denied tonight. Puck shot into the Mayport end. Peterson chases it around. Now it comes on the far wall where Heskin's going to play it. He's got Arsvold at center ice. And that play is going to be offside as Ekron and Arsvold collided and went to the ice and in the Blade zone ahead of the puck. So you got a feel for Matty Peterson there. Nobody likes to give a puck away. And
that's just they know what they do wrong right there, and all these guys want to win.
Yeah. Heskin into the zone. He's wide. Backhand goes wide. Karen plays it off the wall. Now it's to Ekron. Ekron played to Ritter. He's well defended by Arsvold. Now puck's going to come to Kale. It's going to get a mid on it. Karen right in his face. So Karen having a nice game for Mayport, as he's got, I believe, 2 assists and a goal, so 3 points. Heskin, I believe, 2 goals. So some multi-point performances here from some of the boys in blue. Backhand goes just wide of Gilbertson. Hoffman picks that puck up. Plays it off the wall for Ritter. Ritter for Peterson. That's just through him. That's a play if the Blades can connect on there up the ice, but instead they're back in their zone. Puck played back in again. Mayport all too content now just to fire pucks and force the Blades to make a tape-to-tape pass to come out of their end, which they're having trouble doing at times. McDonald picks the puck up. He walks by Korsmo. He's going to backhand it in, and that line will go for a change as we see the third line come on. It's Klinert with Ekron and Casti, the goal scorer. Puck played up to Casti. He's got Klinert with him. He gets in the zone, slows it down, finds Casti. Casti tries to put one on. Ekron fires high. That might have came off the glove of Matson. So Hoffman kind of handcuffs himself. He's still down. So he took a hit. Now he's up. And he's going to field the puck. I don't know what he did there. He tried to center. Comes to Casty. He just fires it in. Bodie Peterson's going to get there. He plays it back down the ice. Comes through Hoffman as he touched it. Gilbertson's going to play it. Has trouble. Nobody really fielding the puck clean tonight, even our goaltender. There's another big example as we're flipping pucks. It's pretty hard to catch a pass when it's at your eye level. Puck played in behind the Mayport net, and they're going to chip it out. And you're probably going to see that for the next 11 minutes as they're holding a 3-goal lead. Puck played back through the middle. That's broken up. Cassidy comes back to help. He has Brushert. Brushert fends off a check. Nicely done to retain possession and get the zone. He goes cross ice with it. On the cross ice dump, Lopez gives help off the bench. Puck rimmed back around for Neppel. He finishes the check on his man. And it's played out to neutral ice. As we see Neppel come back hard on number 8. Carter Anderson. Some bodies coming together again here. Puck played up for Neppel. He's got his man beat if he can go. Gets a chip on it. He's well defended.
Heads up.
Ooh, jeez. I was looking down at my sheet for a minute. About took one right in the chops. So that's number 26, who's actually number 27, Justin Vernwest, talking to some of the Mayport players before the game. He forgot his jersey.
Oh boy.
That's a terrible feeling.
Yeah, that's about the same feeling as giving that errant pass.
That's what the same feeling as taking that puck to the face that he just shot at us.
No hockey player wants to tell his coach they forgot any gear.
It's a good way to find yourself on the 4th line, or the 5th. Ritter controls off the face-off. He dumps it down behind the net for McDonald, who chases. Craig comes down hard on Mears. Good stick check there. McDonald picks that play up.
Nope.
He's upended. Muse comes away with a puck. Marquardt, toe drag, comes to Muse. Backhand play. Rinsrich sends it just wide. McDonald tries to chip it up the near side wall. The 2 Peterson brothers are there. Centering attempt, well defended by Ritter, who's had a couple of nice games as of late. Puck hammered back into the blade zone. Peterson picks it up there. Back to Craig. Craig stops start. And we'll regroup again. Now Peterson with room. Looking to make a play. Kind of cross zone dump to McDonald. McDonald breaks up a play for a minute. Peterson comes down to help. And we got a man wide open back door.
Nice save.
That's Karen again. Klinnert's coming back to play defense. He's got to recognize there's a man behind him there as Matt Peterson was caught up ice as he went in on the forecheck as the blades were changing. So we got to be smart about our back checks there, and Blades got away with one. Casty with a nice play. Comes over to Klinert. He's got a little bit of room. Has trouble as he's got a stick in his side from number 21, Alex Arsvold, who plays a kind of a tough game. He's a kind of a gritty guy. Puck back to the middle. Klinert turns, fires, just misses the net. Controlled by Ekron. Ekron to Hoffman. Hoffman fires. That hit the net. Sticked aside pretty casually by Matson there. As we see Arsvold come up the ice. He tries to walk through Ekron. He's well defended. Puck played up to Jack Ekron now, off of his skate. Heskin's going to come back on the puck and help. Ekron turns and fires it in. Puck turned over to Lopez. Lopez got some room. Good stick check by number 14, Sawyer McGillis, to put it into that. And now Heskin's going to skate away as he picks up a puck in his own end. Toe drag. Ekron plays that well with the stick. Puck played back to the middle. Shot right on. Blocker save. Rebound is there. Played back out to Karen. He turns and fires. The net goes high. Maybe off of Gilbertson's glove. Puck played to the point. Brushert eats that one. All kinds of action going. Net's off. The net's off, and he's going to wave it off. So I'm not sure what was called. He looks like he waved the goal, but then pointed at the net, so I'm a little confused.
I think he's just pointing at the net, but the net's off.
Okay. So net came off. I mean, several Blades kind of standing around there for a minute as blue jerseys ripping pucks at our own net.
Yeah.
Gilbertson goes from one side to the next to the other, east to west to east, making saves with really no help in front of him.
Yeah, nice play by Gilbertson there to keep the puck out of the net. That was not an easy save to make.
Puck controlled again. Shot is blocked by Mayport. The Mayport shot is blocked by Peterson and McDonald as the draw was won by Mayport. And number 14, Sawyer McGillis, put a shot on net. Peterson in his own end. Plays for McDonald, but that misses him. McGillis puts another one on. Gilbertson covers it, has to do a double take just to make sure it's under there.
Yeah, we see, I think, the first shift for Wyatt Stav here playing defense. But, Matt, we'd like to see our D get that pass to our wings there. We had a wide open wing and just missed our point there, and it goes with a shot on net. Kind of a dangerous play.
Yeah, have not been crisp tonight in our own end. McDonald puts it through number 26. Or that's against 27, sorry, Justin Vernwest, and dumps it on the net. Now it's in the near or far side corner. Puck will be skated out of there. McDonald comes back hard on a good stick check. Stav in his own end, looking for help. Back throw to Peterson. Peterson up to his brother Michael. He tried to go back to Stav, but he was headed for a change. As we see a shot on by John Matson that's McDonald got a stick on. There again, I'm not sure why we're going the wrong direction, Coach.
Yeah, I don't know what Mike's read was there, other than probably couldn't see where anybody else is at, and he just knew he had one person open. But I think that's where the guys need to communicate on the ice and know where you're going with the puck. Shoulder check when the puck's coming to you, so you know where you're going.
As we see Hoffman rim a puck to Casti. Now he goes to Craig. Craig to Clinert, and that's a nice play. Up to Jack Eckert, and that's how you exit the zone. Eckert fires right on. Matson will hold that one as he had Casti coming in on him at the last minute there. That's a nice zone exit.
Yeah, I mean, Xander was in a little bit of a dangerous area trying to receive that pass, and he took that pass and was able to come to the middle and hit Jack, who was in a great center support, and we were out with speed.
Shot from Casti, that's right on. Loose puck. Somebody's dumped in the net.
Oh.
Matson's going to give Clinert a shot.
That should be interference right there.
As we hear some calls from the crowd from the Mayport side, we see Clinert giving it to Matson a bit, as Matson was, I think Clinert was dumped in by somebody here.
Yeah, he didn't just dive at the goalie.
Offensive zone draw for the Blades, one to Casti. Casti dumps down for Clinert. Cycle play back to Ekron. He tries to get it to the middle, doesn't work. Marquardt's in there, as well as Keaton Sasted. Now it comes to Muir. Muir plays it up the ice, and that'll be an ice.
So it appears that our defense, at least right now, is kind of playing that weak side play. Like, that was well defended. Muir took a look. There was nothing really to do right there other than what the play he had. And we saw that in the previous zone exit that they had. I just thought we defended it well, didn't give them much option. And we were kind of playing it tight in their face.
Puck played up for Aiden Jacobson. His shot's blocked. Hoffman is going to take his turn now. That goes wide. And the Ice Dogs will get out of the zone. Puck played up to neutral ice at least. Now Liam Marquardt has it. He takes a chop from Clinert. Takes two chops from Clinert. He's going to wheel away from him. Puck played back across to Evan Kopeski, and that's shot in. Hoffman and Muir come together. Hoffman for Clinert out of his reach. Loose puck in the middle, played by Casti. He's got nobody up ice, and that'll be an icing, as the Blades were in need of a change anyway. 5:05 to go, 3-goal lead for the Ice Dogs in what's been probably kind of a disappointing game.
Yeah, I mean, just slow start that you're down 2 rip to begin with, and then every single time you punch back, the counter punch comes back from Mayville, and you really have no opportunity to get any kind of momentum going.
Puck played to neutral. That'll be offside if Mayville touches. Now they tag up. Peterson over to Lopez. Lopez back to Brushert. Brushert doesn't get the zone. Well, he does get the zone. Two players come together and go down. Giveaway again. Mayport's done a good job of picking off that cross ice pass tonight. Brushert in his own zone. Spins away from a check. Nice pass to Lopez. Lopez with room. It's a 2-on-2 with Neppel. Defended by Bodie Peterson. Does a good job. Sends Lopez to the ice. Centering attempt. Back to Lopez as he's on his feet. Turns and fires. Mattsson's going to cover that with Brushert going to the net. Like to see Jackson use his speed a little bit there. He kind of slows down as he enters the zone sometimes. He's got wheels.
Yeah, I would agree. Like, this is a game where we want to get a puck deep right here, and you know, I don't know if we've tested these guys driving the puck wide with our speed yet, but I'm guessing that we'd be pretty successful. It's like somebody like Jackson or Easton definitely could probably make that work.
We saw Neppel dip his shoulder in the second period, and he got right to the net. As we see Luke Craig send a rink-wide pass right on the tape of Peterson. McDonald finishes his man into the wall. That's number 7, Easton Hansen. Puck chip back for Peterson. He takes a head-on check. I don't know who got the worst of that one. Two big boys coming together. Now the hitting's picking up a little bit again. There's a trip.
No, the refs have put the whistle away.
That's a trip on Peterson that goes uncalled. Not that it probably matters at this point in the game. Puck comes back to Ritter off of his stick. Comes to McDonald. Nice play. Doesn't get the puck through his man, but he had a step on him if he could have brought it through him. Fired right on by Ekron, and that'll get gloved and held on to by Mattson for the whistle. So 3:20 to go in the game. So it doesn't get any easier for the Blades after this.
No, they got Prairie Center on Thursday, Section 6A matchup. Must win hockey against a team that's playing pretty decent.
And I don't think you can say the same for the Blades, as this will be their 3rd or 4th straight loss here. And in some games that they probably should have won or should have fared better, I thought. Certainly did all they could in Park Rapids besides put the puck in. I don't think you can say the same tonight. This has not been their A game.
No, the thing you could say about Park Rapids is they possessed the puck and they defended well, and we can't always say that happened tonight. I don't think that we possessed the puck as good as we could have, and we definitely haven't defended as well as we could have.
No, like we talked earlier, as we see Gilbertson glove a puck, just not sharp in their own end tonight.
Yeah.
The passes, you know, not on the tape, not crisp. If they are on the tape, they're not being fielded crisp. As we see Hoffman pick the puck up off the faceoff. He tries to get it to Klintert. Centering play by Heskin. Karen fires. That shot's blocked, blocked and goes over the net. Aiden Jacobson in the game. Sends it back to partner Hoffman. Hoffman up to Klintert. Klintert's going to go rink wide. Cassie steps in front of the defenseman. He's got room. Can he make a play? He's got a man with him. Can he get it to him? He doesn't, as that's well defended by the Ice Dogs coming back. Lopez curls off the wall with some room. He's defended by Karen. Haskin with some room to skate. He tries to work his way around Peterson. Peterson takes him into the end wall. He did get the puck to the front. I believe Gilbertson broke that up, but it laid there for a minute. That'll be offside. Still off.
Skate.
Haskin's offside, yep. Yeah, there again.
All the way down.
Take advantage when they're tagging up.
Yeah, you recognize that as a player, and they're yelling off, and they keep on pressuring you. Just skate it out of the zone. And the forward should be moving up the ice, too.
Yes, agreed. So Easton Neppel and Easton Hansen come together right in front of the camera here. Centering attempt. I don't even know what to say there. Kind of shot the puck back through the middle. I don't know if it went off a body, if it went off Gilbertson.
I think it went off Kill as he was sliding over to try to play a centering pass.
That about sums up the night for the Blades. Brushert wins the draw. That comes to Stav. His pass was broken up. Blades cleared out of their own end. Brody Peterson dumps it back down. It's going to come all the way around to Matt Peterson. He's behind his own net. Works his way up to Lopez. Lopez to Brushert. Getting the Blades hemmed up in their own end. Finally, Peterson just flips it out. Neppel's going to race for the puck. He gets it, wins the race, fires. That shot's kind of partially blocked and did end up going wide. As Peterson's burned on the near side wall. Shot on and a goal.
Oh boy.
That's not good hockey.
No.
Easton Hansen completely dusted Peterson. Again, Peterson, that's not defending. He's skating at the player. He kind of stepped up on him there, and he just walked right through him, and then a tough goal for Kale there, too.
Well, in a case like that, you got to start angling guys, and you definitely have to play physical. He seems to be stick checking everybody.
Puck played out to Ekron. He goes D to D, and back to Ekron again. Puck comes over to Ritter. His dump's going to go right behind the net. Peterson's in on that play. McDonald body checks his man in the near side corner. Got his stick wrapped up in him. Ritter finishes the man high. Puck played back to Ritter. He holds the zone, turns and dumps as we have 32 on the clock. Puck rimmed around to McDonald, gets through him, and he holds the zone as it works his way up the wall. That's going to be offside. Mike Peterson's going to have to come out to neutral ice. As Mayport flips it back to middle ice. Glove down by McDonald. Enters the zone, fires, his shot's blocked. Gets his rebound back right at the doorstep. Players come together and get some late shots after the whistle on Ritter by 17. And he's running his mouth on his way to the box.
That's probably the most life we've seen in the last 10 minutes of play here.
As we see Ritter take a 10 maybe here to get him out of the game probably as they're going hard at each other on their way to the box.
Yeah, it's been a frustrating game so far. Again, defending is one thing, but lack of scoring is another. You hang up another 30-some shots on goal and only can walk away with two goals. They're going to have to figure that out.
That doesn't look good over the last couple of games as we'll see the final seconds tick off. And I can't believe I'm going to say this, but it's a 7-2 loss to Mayport.
Yeah, this is surprising. This is a game that I felt like we had a chance to win and probably should have won. And I kind of walked that back today as I was looking at some of the scores and finishes for Mayville because they are a pretty good squad. But I would have, walking out in an OT loss or something like that today would have been not happy with it, but comfortable with it. I would have understood it.
Well, I'm not sure I understand this outcome, as there was some pretty soft performances from multiple players in white tonight. And really no excuse for it. They're coming off a loss where they're frustrated up in Park Rapids where they played pretty well. They had some days off. They had some time to regroup. Not the performance I thought we were going to see. I thought they would be coming out of the gate with a little bit of gusto here.
Yeah.
And maybe did at times, but again, just a kind of a questionable performance tonight. And kind of leaves some questions to be answered about what's going to happen as we enter the final stretch. Again, a tough stretch for the Blades as they wrap up their season, play their final few games, and get ready for playoff hockey. This certainly isn't going to help their bid to climb the ranks in the section seedings, which is what you're really playing for this time of year.
Yeah, this is far more than X's and O's at this point in time. Not catching passes, not completing passes. Those types of things are what has been handcuffing them this game so far. Not making plays.
So certainly a disappointing outcome here tonight at Stearns Arena. And then Thursday, who's our game against?
Prairie Center.
So I think we stopped writing down goals at one point.
Yeah, we did. The score lost interest of the game or tracking the goals in the game like the guys in white did.
Yeah, maybe leaving like many of the fans here a little dumbfounded as to what we were watching at times tonight. So a strong performance as we work our way into the Fergus Falls Spine and Injury Center postgame show. Some scoring recaps at least through the first two. Maybe missed a couple there in the third. Blades again only scoring 2 goals tonight, both on the power play. Interestingly enough, for the Blades it was Brendan Ritter getting on the board with a power play goal in the second period, and then late in the game it was Grayson Castey getting on the board in the third period with a power play goal. So total penalties in the game, I guess we forgot to write some of those down after the second period as well.
Yeah, we got Ritter and I'm not sure who they took there late in the game.
I believe the Blades have, were they 2 for 2? Were the other penalties coincidental?
Yep.
So maybe 2 for 2 or 2 for 3 here in the game. So, I mean, if there's any consolation, the power play is working.
Yeah, I got to figure out how to score 5-on-5 though.
Yeah, or 5-on-3, because Blades have plenty of 5-on-3 opportunities they've been able to score on as well, going back to Park Rapids and then into Bagley. So scoring recap, I want to say as we look into some of our 3 stars for the game here, certainly for our third star, I think I'm going to go with Brendan Ritter for the Blades. Getting on the board, doing some nice jobs in front of the net, grinding out, taking cross checks to the back, played a nice physical game at times tonight, was quick to pucks, quick on the forecheck. I thought number 15, Brendan Ritter, did a nice job for the Blades.
I would agree. I think that was probably his best game in a long time that I've seen. He's been progressively getting better each game, so he's probably gaining confidence sitting in that role.
Yeah, I think for our second star tonight, I got to go with Mayport number 4, Braden Caron, your pre-game interview.
Can't argue with that. I mean, he's all
3
over
points.
the ice. Yeah, and he's all over the score sheet.
Possibly more if he assisted on any of those late goals. Sorry about that.
I think we're missing 2 of them, and I'll go try to grab that here momentarily.
The Blades not the only ones having a tough performance tonight. Some of your hosts are having a tough performance as well here. And certainly for the first star in our Fergus Falls Spine and Injury Center, impact player of the game has to go to number 3, Wyatt Heskin.
I would agree. Like,
2 goals on the night.
Difference maker.
Big time. All over the ice.
Yeah, I mean, his speed, he gave our defense fits, especially through that second period. But the fact that he's like a one-man breakout, all you got to do is move the puck to him, and the puck's over in the offensive zone for Mayport. Just a dude.
So congrats to Wyatt Heskin on the first star and being the Fergus Spine and Injury Center impact player of the game. We'll make sure we get that T-shirt mailed out to you. So looking ahead, Justin, I guess we should mention too, on kind of a disappointing end of the game for Cale Gilbertson on a couple tough goals, one off his back and one kind of gets through him. He did hit his 1,000 saves tonight, so if there's any consolation, I'm sure that he's probably not super excited about hearing about hitting his 1,000 save tonight, but as he took the loss and gave up 7. But still, a nice feat nonetheless for what's a young goalie. He's a sophomore goalie.
Yeah, I'm guessing not a lot of goalies get to that point because a lot of times they're probably not taking the starting net spot until your senior year, maybe junior year. But as a sophomore, especially a sophomore that had to play through, the seasons like last year and so far this year at times, where you're just traditionally seeing a ton of shots on net because of the defending and whatnot. He has seen more pucks than I bet majority of goalies see in their lifetime at the high school level, and he's a sophomore towards the end of the season.
We've seen a lot of rubber, that's for sure. So looking ahead, Thursday, Prairie Center, home game. Big one.
Yeah, it's a must win. I mean, we always talk about that, but Prairie Center is coming in at 10-6 right now. Last time we played them, we beat them in overtime, and that's probably one of the highlights of our season at this point.
You didn't think so at the time. I kind of thought, hey, we should be beating this team, but Prairie Center's been on a bit of a rip here.
Yep.
Sitting, like you said, sitting at 10-6, and certainly no slouch. Smashed Morris 6-0.
Is that what it was? I think they played Morris almost twice in a row, and
Yeah,
the results
I
were
think it
pretty
was back to
similar.
back. It was like 6-2, and then 6-0, which who knows if Morris had a player out or something. As you see them back to back like that, sometimes if that can go for or against you. But again, beating Morris handily, nonetheless.
Yep.
I don't know that they gave the Blades their best game when they played down there. I thought the Blades controlled a lot of that game, and that's one of those games where they found a way to give up a late lead. I believe it was a 2-1 game, and Prairie Center scoring late in that one to tie. Blades, on their lone overtime win of the year, did find a way to pull that out, and a nice play by Jackson Lopez to center to Matt Peterson on the game-winning goal. But after that, we have a big one on Saturday as well, right?
Yeah, Becker Big Lake.
So
which
that's
is
the rub. Well, yeah, if it's the rubber match or not, it's the
loss and tie so far.
yeah, loss and tie. So both games going to overtime.
Yes.
So that should be a tight one. Again, Becker no slouch either. They've been on a rip too.
Yeah.
I mean, they've had some big wins over some really strong teams. Blades have found a way to play them close when they've met up, but Becker Big Lake, a team that again is going to be much better than this Mayport team.
No, I would agree. Yeah, they're 3-10-2, but they play a little bit stronger schedule than most hockey programs, and I think they've been playing pretty tough as of late. And yeah, they got River Lakes tonight, so that's a tough team to go in. They're going to be polished off that.
Yeah. And
So-
I think more questions than answers for the BW Blades right now.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, clearly passing is an issue. Some of these basic skills are an issue. Shooting is an issue. Decision making at times, especially in the defensive zone, has been a problem. Those are all things. I mean, the decision making in the defensive zone, that's a mental thing, right? And that's X's and O's, that's on chalkboard. You have to work on it a little bit in practice. But these guys need to figure out how to bury the puck here.
Yeah, they do. They've really struggled to score, really struggled to even get to the net. You saw, Easton Nepple earlier in the year, walk a man, give her the old how's she going, go right by him, find a way to get to the net, and then roof it right over the goalie. You did that a couple times, or walk off the wall, peel off, and rip one, and the goalie doesn't flinch. And you just haven't seen that from 28. I'd like to see 12 get going. Jackson Lopez.
Yeah.
He likes to be a playmaker, but he has the capability. I think we saw that in was it the River Lakes game where he just ripped one. He just walked over the line with a little bit of speed, loaded it up, and fired it. And I don't think the goalie even moved till he heard it hit the twine behind him.
That was a well-played shot. That's going to beat 95% of the goalies in Minnesota State High School League.
We just don't see him pull the trigger enough.
Yep. No, and he's a perimeter player that needs to fall in love with going to the middle, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I think some of the things that you talk about as a coach is you can't do the same thing all the time. If all you're going to do is curl to the wall, they're going to know how to defend you. So sometimes you do need to dip your shoulder and take it to the middle, even though you know the play really isn't that well, or it's going to be well guarded. You basically want to try to make that play in order to hold the defense at bay so that you're not always doing the same thing.
Yeah, I would agree 100%. As we look ahead, so those again two big wins that the Blades are going to definitely need to get later in the week, but certainly won't be easy, especially coming off this kind of performance. Hopefully that they get back to work. I guess have just the one practice to regroup. But maybe a little bit of gut check time, a little bit of looking in the mirror, saying, what can I do better here? Because we got to be better than that.
Yeah, I mean, they probably felt pretty good coming off that Park Rapids game. I mean, world beaters did everything right except for score, right?
Mm-hmm.
We can just kind of roll in here, do that exact same thing, but that's not how this world works.
Yeah, I guess I'm not sure what the mentality was coming into this one, but in any event, didn't work out. And they're going to have to regroup and be ready to go Thursday, and no rest for the weary Saturday as well.
Yep.
As they enter the final stretch of their season.
Yeah, and just looking at some of the schedules, too, I don't know. I think it was Prairie Center. Prairie Center, I think, is coming off a pretty long break right now,
Okay.
which could be a good thing or it could be a bad thing for the Blades.
Yeah, I think the Blades should be rested. I think at this point, right?
No, I would assume so.
They've been going 2 and 3 and 2 and 3. This is their 3 week. 2 games last week. Had a long stretch. Should be rested. A couple good skates here. A couple good practices this week, and get back to it. Well, any other thoughts?
No, boys, don't hang your head. You have to learn from this, understand what got you to that game, and how do you correct it, and then get after it.
I would agree. Well, that'll do it for the Fergus Spine and Injury Center post-game show. Again, we thank you for tuning in as we see the Bantams take the ice. The future of the Blades program. Going to work late on a Tuesday night. We'll be right back here. Home game Thursday against Prairie Center. It'll be a big one, folks. So if you haven't been out to a game yet this year, make sure you come out and support the Blades. Or at the very least, tune in. We'll catch you then. Thank you so much.